I've had a wonderful life. I was the fifth child of my parents, born in Dover, Massachusetts, and I was spoiled from the beginning right on through. I have four brothers and sisters who were great. And I went to Bryn Mawr College, and I got through just as the war was underway. So I came straight to Washington to save the world, and I worked for the OSS. And I met Carl McGowan, my future husband, while here. I was teaching in the law school, Northwestern Law School, but he was a great friend of Adlai Stevenson, and so we moved to Springfield, where Stevenson was governor, and we worked to make him president. But we didn't succeed, unfortunately, but it was a great experience being down there with him. We came back to Washington, because he was on the court here, the Court of Appeals, Federal Court. And I've been here ever since. But unfortunately, he died in due course, and then I was lucky to marry his law partner. Actually, I had a wonderful deal with his law partner, with the two men that became my husbands. Carl and Warner had a tennis court reserved on Wednesday morning, indoor district. And when Warner couldn't play, I played with Carl. And when Carl couldn't play, I played with Warner. Carl died, and a couple of years later, I married Warner. I think Warner was a little concerned about what was going to happen to me because he was older. So we sort of had our eye on this place. We watched it going up. I was a volunteer at Sibley Hospital for 30 years. So we came in before it was finished, and we had to come up on the elevator, not the regular elevator, and we selected the best rooms in the place. It was easy. I mean, it was just, a couple of miles, and as I say, we have a lovely apartment with a wonderful view, and watch the sunset, and the water turns pink because of the sunset. It's terrific. And I have a little garden here. I had a nice, gardening is one of my things I love. And over at our house, I had a lovely garden. And I was just looking out the window. We hadn't moved in yet here, but I saw this sort of empty bed down there. So I raced downstairs and I said to Joe, who was in charge, whom do I have to ask if I can bring plants from my own garden over and put them in there? And he said, beats me, I'd go for it. So I didn't ask anybody else. And I do have this little garden, and that was some years ago. It's a friendly place. I think people